Hi everybody, Jess here with Key Tarot. I'm going to go through our water signs. I was doing the live last night on Facebook, and I've been sick for about a week, and I started losing my voice. So I said I would record the water signs and post them. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start with Cancer, then Pisces, and then Scorpio. All right, let's say a quick blessing and we'll get rolling. Holy Spirit, thank you so much for being with us here today and in every single breath that we take. We ask that these messages be received by those who are meant to hear them. Amen. All right. I am all crowded up here. Oh, good. We are going to start with Cancer. Here we go. And we are going to use this Deviant Moon Tarot for Cancer. I have the World on the bottom of the deck. We have a lot of loose ends being tied up. We have some balance that's coming back into your life for some reason, Cancer. It feels like you're about to walk through kind of like a doorway into a new phase of your life in some way that's going to be a lot healthier, a lot more balanced. That's good. Let's see. I have the Eight of Pentacles, somebody who is working hard. This is a week, Cancer, where you just may be putting in extra time. You may be putting in overtime, which is interesting because it's a holiday weekend for a lot of us here in North America. We celebrate Thanksgiving this week. And so you're putting in hard work on something. It's possible that you may actually have some time off this week, Cancer, and you may be spending your time focused on some of the things that you love to do, things that are part of your craft, whether it's painting or music, pottery or sculpture, something like that, maybe some kind of art that you have not had time to focus on for a while. I see you just churning it out though. I have the Two of Wands in the reverse. This is someone who is kind of not letting anybody in for some reason. I have the Queen of Cups. That's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy with the Queen of Swords on its side here, which is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. All right. You've got two queens here right next to each other. You may, you may be bumping heads with someone in a family group or past relationship of some sort here. It could be a friend, mother-in-law kind of situation. This Queen of Cups energy is yours, and it feels like you're trying your hardest to just be your best self. I mean, it really does. It seems like, because the Queen of Cups is someone who is, they're really kind, they're really giving. They're like the epitome of unconditional love for sure. Now, here's the thing about the Queen of Cups though, and this is in the upright position, which is a good sign, Cancer, but they can be a little bit overly emotional. They can be a little bit watery for sure. This Queen of Swords in the reverse though is someone who has a very cutting tongue. They're someone who they don't really have anything nice to say at all. This can be someone who's going through a divorce. This can be someone who is upset about something. Could have been upset for a long time. Kind of like an axe to grind sort of vibe. I have the Nine of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody who is always hurting your feelings, Cancer. Oh no. This Nine of Wands in the reverse though is somebody who's like, you know what? Maybe this is like anticipatory energy where you're like, I'm just not going to let it bug me this year. I'm just not going to let this happen. Maybe this isn't a family dynamic. Maybe this always happens during family holiday meals or something. I have the Moon card that comes out on its side here. That's your card, Cancer. So beyond this just being your card and it being sideways, you know, when cards come out on their side for me, that can mean a lot of different things. This kind of is a lot of times it says that you're in charge of deciding which direction the card's eventually going to go in. And so you choosing to just let everything kind of roll off your shoulders and what's that old I'm rubber, you're glue, everything you say bounces off of me and sticks to you. That's it. That sort of feels like your energy. This is somebody who wants to like dredge up things from the past. I have the Ten of Swords. This could be someone that you have separated yourself from in the past. The Ten of Swords can be an energy of divorce. But this Ten of Swords is the minor arcana of the Death card. It's something that's always being dredged up, always being brought back up to the surface. It's like, I always call it the Julius Caesar card, right? It's like 9 stabs wasn't good enough. Let's just do it one more time. And I have the Page of Wands in the upright position. And I have the Seven of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody who says, please no drama. Please no drama. Watch alcohol intake, Cancer. For whatever reason. That could exacerbate issues here. Something like that. I'm hearing like maybe it's a lack of alcohol that's causing the problem. Maybe. The Seven of Wands in the reverse. Funny. Is someone who doesn't want any more drama. They say no more, no thank you. This Page of Wands is someone who feels like they're just like on thin ice. Like this is a situation that feels fragile. Like at any moment, this person could fall right through. Okay. How do we make this situation feel a little bit better? I think we're going to use this Chicoli deck for sure. Okay. Nine of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck really indicates a lack of codependency. This is someone who's able to say, you know, I understand you feel the way you feel. I understand that this person is bringing up these things over and over again or whatever the situation is. But this is somebody who says, in just a little while, I'll be able to go home and I'll be able to paint alone, or I'll be able to write in my journal, or I'll be able to work out, or whatever it is that you love to do, Cancer. But this Nine of Pentacles is someone who is establishing independence. And this is also somebody who recognizes that not everybody is always going to be sunshine and roses in your life. And there could be reasons why. Maybe they keep dredging up things from the past because they're still hurt about things that have happened between the two of you in the past. I've got the Page of Wands here again. That's somebody who understands that it really is just a temperamental situation. You know that? And to watch the conversations that you have, everyone has their best interest at heart here. And that sometimes we all have to go our own ways. And we can't make everybody happy all the time. But what kind of afternoon do we want to have is kind of the conversation. I have the Emperor in the reverse. The Emperor is the card of Aries, but whenever, and also the card of Divine Masculine, but whenever we have the Emperor in the reverse, this is somebody who is prone to temperamental outbursts, somebody who is quite a control freak, somebody who needs everything to go their certain way. And it goes right on top of that Queen of Swords in the reverse energy too. There could be multiple people at a family event. This is such a downer. I think that you're just like kind of cautioning yourself here to just be on your very best behavior, to really, really watch the things that you say. And if you are always coming out like as your higher self, like one of my favorite tricks is to pray before I know I have to go into any kind of serious challenging situation or conversation, and I just pray to have better words than I know, you know, to have something better than what I could give to the situation is what I always pray for. Maybe do that, because I don't see you feeling like you can win in this situation. I see you just wanting to get out of the situation. I have the Five of Wands here. This is somebody who's like, should I even go now? Yeah, that's fair. And this is somebody like, don't buy into any of the drama. Don't keep feeding the monster, whatever it is, right? I have the Ten of Cups here. There is somebody, I think you understand that regardless of what people give to you, you have the ability to change your life based upon your perception and what you put out to other people. And I think you figured this out. I think you're saying, I'm just going to have a happy family experience, whatever that is, and I'm going to enjoy it. Maybe this is you starting some kind of a new partnership as well, in love. It feels like you may be, that almost feels separate, actually. Some of you may be getting engaged this weekend to someone else, and this is very separate from this experience. I have the Eight of Swords in the reverse and the Hanged Man on its side. You may actually have a new relationship and you're not telling these people because you just want to keep things under wraps. With this Hanged Man energy in the reverse, that's Pisces, but this is someone who just doesn't see things as being good timing or something like that. It's just kind of a tenuous situation this week, Cancer. I have the Two of Cups here, and I have the World card out in the reverse. The World card is what we started with for you, Cancer, like before we started the reading at all. And this is somebody who feels like they're having trouble wrapping up loose ends with other people's emotions. This can be in a family group dynamic where we have somebody that's just like continually dredging up the old same things, and you having to say, you know what, can we just move on from that? Like, it's very standard family holiday fare. But there is a new partnership on the horizon for you, Cancer, here with that Two of Cups. This is somebody who feels very at home to you. This is somebody who you may be introducing this person to your family for the first time. Maybe you're kind of wishing that you hadn't made that choice. Maybe you're second guessing yourself about that. Maybe this is something you just kind of want to keep to yourself until you are feeling a little bit safer, a little bit more comfortable in whatever this dynamic is. This could be you having to get together with an ex or an ex-partner, spouse, or something like that for some kind of holiday event, and it being kind of a challenge to get through. There's a real heavy energy of someone here who is going to have a lot of creative abilities this week, Cancer. If you have any time off at all this week, Cancer, please do it. Please spend your time off doing something that you are uniquely talented and gifted at, because there is just an awful lot of creative energy coming towards you this week, Cancer. If you're a painter, if you're a writer, if you're a musician, like anything that you love to do, this would be a good week for it. All right, thanks for letting me read for you, Cancer. We are going to move on to Pisces next. Clean this up. I think we are going to use this traditional Rider-Waite for Pisces. Let me see. All right. Pisces. I got the Knight of Swords and I have the Empress on this side. Knight of Swords is fast-moving, direct communication or energy, something that changes everything. I have the Empress over here. I don't know if this Empress is in the reverse or in the upright right now. This could be a Pisces that is all of a sudden finding a new pathway for them, a doorway that's being opened in business or in a home. Somebody who may be all of a sudden finding themselves to be pregnant even, or this can be somebody who is focusing on or getting ready to message someone about starting a new business or starting a new relationship, something like that. All right, Pisces, what do we have for you? I'm just gonna put, okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna, okay, and that one too, and that one too. Okay. And that one too, and that one. All right. This is a very specific story. And this, so I have somebody here who is getting ready to start something new. And it feels like possibly a new relationship. I have the Queen of Wands here. I have the Queen of Swords here. There is some kind, and there's been restricted communication here between these two energies. It seems like it's because of fears about what other people may say. There's a dog barking outside for some reason, all of a sudden. I have the Knight of Swords here, which is about fast-moving communication that is potentially damaging here. I have the Seven of Swords in the reverse, which can either be the truth coming out about a situation, and with the Nine of Cups underneath that in the reverse, this can be something that happens when somebody has had too much to drink. This is a very specific story. I'm going to slide this up here. Let me just a couple of cards here, but that is not for everybody. I've got the King of Wands here on the bottom of the deck. We have some kind of true pair that starts coming together here. I have the Nine of Pentacles there, which is the minor arcana of the Empress, and the Devil card there. That's an energy of obsession and something that there's like an air that needs to be cleared here. And with that Nine of Pentacles, this is very much, feels like somebody here who, I don't know, there's like a lot of, like a heavy undercurrent of like toxicity here. Somebody saying something that they shouldn't say, something that sparks some kind of, with the Seven of Swords in the reverse, somebody who maybe speaks out of turn or says something they shouldn't say. It causes a lot of drama, it causes maybe some gossip in some way. I have the Tower card out there. That is something that's like a very slippery slope, something that's about to fall apart in some way. This is very specific. That King and Queen of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. You've got that Empress energy out there twice too. Oh no, there's been some kind of a breakup or some kind of an ending here. And with this King of Pentacles on its side, there's a lot of people involved in this situation somehow. There's some kind of, it's like an event. This is what happens. It's, there's some kind of event. Oof. It's like there's some kind of problem that's sparked here from some kind of breakup or energy of ending here. Oh. We could have people introducing new partners into a family dynamic or group. I feel like we had that up ahead for Cancer as well. This could be just like a water sign vibe here. Someone's not happy about this. Somebody feels like they have to speak up. Somebody feels like they have to be honest about how they've been feeling about something. With this Eight of Swords, there's somebody who's kept it under wraps for some time. There's an energy of single people here and people who haven't shared this with others. And there are some people here who are going to say, what? That doesn't make sense, because like there's some kind of a true pair. These two people have been together forever is what it feels like. And so like injecting this new truth into this sphere, like people, it feels like people who are trying to cover up the truth, but something comes out after someone's been drinking. That is rather specific. I'm going to put this back in the deck and I'm going to pull some more cards for Pisces, because I don't think this is going to be for just everybody. But this Three of Swords does indicate some kind of ending. You know, I always call that like the breakup card. It's like the Ben and Jerry's card of the deck, right? Whenever it's in the reverse, though, this is something that's actually happened some time ago and they just haven't been honest about it, perhaps. This person was trying to protect their home, their stability. They wanted to get this, they didn't want to say anything about it till after the holidays or something like that. Whatever is spoken here, whatever truth comes out, it feels like it starts some kind of like, it doesn't cause like a big commotion or anything like that. It just is like a silence in the room or something like that. Like a, oh boy, now where do we pick up the pieces from there? Alrighty. So we have kind of this, I'm going to put this over here to the side. And I'm going to grab this Marielle Tarot for Pisces. I see 1, 2, 3 on the clock over there. And 1, 2, 3 is a reset code for me, or 1234 or something like that. And I felt like we kind of did need a reset code, because I felt like that reading was specific for like 1 or 2 Pisces out there. And it was almost like a, I don't know, kind of a warning for themselves in some way, but I don't think it necessarily applies to the entire collective. Let's look. I have the Five of Swords out on its side, though. This is somebody who feels like they have a lot of people looking at them right now. They could feel like they are trying to cut people out of their lives that, or situations out of their lives that aren't helpful anymore. Trying to draw in the situation, the energies that they want, that feel more comforting to them. I have the World card that comes out there in the upright position, which is good. That's the card of Libra. This is somebody who's tying up a lot of loose ends, somebody who's getting ready to start something new. The World card, it can feel like, you know, it's kind of exciting, whoever this is for. This is somebody who is starting new projects or getting ready to start new projects, or someone who may be getting ready to move house. I have the Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. You've got 3 fives right there. Wow. Okay, so there's a lot of chaos and change in your life, possibly Pisces, whoever you are. This can be an energy of vulnerability. This can be putting yourself out there in a way you didn't expect to. This can be someone who's having a lot of things exposed about them in some way. All right. This is somebody who feels like they're having to be very open and honest about what's going on in their lives all of a sudden. This is somebody who feels like they're the topic of conversation all of a sudden. There is an energy of exposure and vulnerability here. This is like, all right. I have the High Priestess that comes out on top of that. That's your card, Pisces. This is someone who has been keeping things quiet for a long time. That's someone who is the secret keeper. They're highly intuitive. They're very psychically gifted. The High Priestess, this is someone who has known about a situation or about something that's going to that's changing in their lives right now, but they've kind of kept it under wraps. They've just kept it quiet. Because that's the thing about the High Priestess. She is the secret keeper, right? She. I have the Four of Wands in the reverse. Four of Wands is in the reverse. It can be an energy of a dissolution of a marriage or of a partnership. This can be something falling apart in your health or in your home, something like that. This is someone who for a long time had allowed other people to only see the very best of them. This was someone who, they never made mistakes. There was never any problems. They had like the perfect life from an outside perspective. And something's happened here, something's changed. And there's an energy of things coming out about it. I have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So the Three of Pentacles can be an energy of workforce, career, life, something like that. But specific to this Mary El Tarot, it does feel like a family dynamic. Whenever we have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, this can be feeling like you've lost a lot, or somebody is losing it all, or something's falling apart. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. This is somebody who feels like they've lost a lot or things are falling apart. It can be an energy of things feeling off balance. Maybe you're explaining this to people around you because it feels like all eyes are on you kind of right now. You could be, again, at a family gathering or something like that this week and feeling like you need to explain yourself, your situation to other people. It's like things are starting to come up in conversation. There's some honesty that happens, can be some difficult conversations. Maybe you're explaining to your friends or loved ones that things have been off balance for a while and that you have been feeling that there's something. Maybe this is, I don't know if this is your story or if this is someone near you, but it's definitely a heavy energy for Pisces. Yeah, I have the Nine of Swords right there and the Hermit. Yeah. So the Nine of Swords is stress, anxiety, worry, tossing and turning, sleepless nights, that kind of vibe. No fun on its side here. And it feels like you may be having to express to some of your loved ones some of the things that you've been through. Like, man, you wouldn't believe how horrible it's been. I feel like things are kind of falling apart around me. I could use a little extra support, you know. With this Hermit energy, it feels like you've kept your feelings to yourself for a long time. The Hermit and the High Priestess are both very stoic types. They don't express themselves to others. There's an energy of isolation. Okay, let's use the Star Power Tarot to clarify a little bit further for you, Pisces. I have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. This is someone who avoided the difficult conversations as long as they could. And now I have the Four of Wands in the upright position. This is somebody who, well, actually, I guess, yeah. Take that out. And the Five of Pentacles again. And the Eight of Swords for sure. And there's the Three of Cups right there. Okay. It feels like you avoided the topic of conversation. For one thing, to avoid conflict. You didn't want to worry people. And you weren't really sure exactly what was going to happen here. It feels like it wasn't like you were trying to hide things from other people. You just, you're just being quiet because it's your life and you can share your information whenever you're ready to, right? With this Eight of Swords, though, this is somebody who decides it's maybe time to start opening up about things. This Four of Wands is somebody who's, it feels like somebody reaching out because all of a sudden they actually do need a little bit of support to get things back on track in some way. Maybe this is somebody who's like putting out feelers for if you know any place that's hiring, or if you see any homes that are for sale in this price range in this area, keep your eyes peeled for me, or something like that. The Four of Wands can be someone who, the Four of Wands is that Twin Flame 1111 awakening card. When we have it in the reverse, it's somebody who's recognizing an instability in their lives and it's forcing them to reset themselves in some way. And I did see that reset code, that 1, 2, 3. Yep. And with this Four of Wands coming out twice here, this is somebody who says, it's time for me to start feeling a little bit more authentic about who I am, what I am, all the things. I have the King of Wands over here on its side, and I have the Five of Swords out there again. I mean, there's like so many fives on here. Fives are an energy of chaos and conflict that bring about change that is necessary for growth, right? It's never comfortable, though. It can be an energy of conflict, never fun. But this, whoever you are, Pisces, if this sounds like your energy right here, this World card is really significant because this is somebody who is tying up the loose ends of the last 3 years, 9 years, 10 years, 12 years, whatever. And they're getting ready to start something new. And there's somebody here who's saying, either you're with me or you're not. And this is someone who's no longer worried about what other people say about them or what other people think. There's going to be a lot of people who feel like this person is making a poor choice in some way. And I don't know if this is all about you. I don't know if these are just energies that are like kind of hovering around some kind of situation here. But this King of Wands, is going to be a lot of people who say you're making a bad decision, or is this really how you feel, or is this an impulsive decision? And I think that is part of what's been so stressful for you, if this is your reading, is other people's input. And I think that's why you're starting to just kind of keep to yourself about the situation. I think you're opening up. I think you're being honest about something this week, Pisces, about some kind of major ending here. It feels like there are a lot of other people's opinions involved, though. There's an energy of exposure for sure, but there's also just this energy of like, I just don't care anymore. I feel like I know what I know. I feel like I need some help regaining some balance in this situation. The people that love me will love me forever, and the people who don't can kick rocks. Happy Thanksgiving. All right, that was your reading for the week, Pisces. I will see you guys soon. Next up, we have Scorpio. Let me see here. For Scorpio, I think we are going to use this Artist Inner Vision Tarot. I have the Five of Wands out for Scorpio. All right, so our water signs may be experiencing some conflict this week in some way. And you know, darn it all, but aren't the holidays just the best for bringing out like those kind of raw feelings from people sometimes? Hopefully not, but occasionally. I have the King of Cups, that's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. And I have the Star in the reverse. I have the Wheel of Fortune on its side. I got the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. And we have the Death card, which is you, Scorpio. Nicely done showing up for yourself. I like that. All right, so hold on. You guys have the World in the reverse too. Okay. It feels like you, Scorpio, whoever you are, with this King of Cups in the upright position, this is somebody who sees everything from an outside perspective. This is somebody who has the feelings that they have, but they don't necessarily allow them to get out of hand. That's for sure. And yes, there it is. There's the King of Cups in the upright position on this deck too. We're going to use that guy. And I got the Queen of Cups in the reverse. This is somebody who, they're very wise. You're very smart, whoever you are, Scorpio. You are someone who has a lot of feelings, but you don't necessarily always express them. You're too busy. You're too busy. You're very independent. And I don't mean for that to sound harsh. I don't think you mean for that to sound harsh either. I think that you just, you know when to invest in situations and when to not. There's a real energy of stoicism to you this week, whoever you are. And there's kind of this energy of turning your back on somebody else's unhealthy behaviors, perhaps, or turning your back on some of the, or not accepting somebody's unhealthy behaviors in some way. With this Star in the reverse, this is somebody, I feel like you have gone through some things with this individual before, whoever this is. And I think that there was a time when you hoped that things were improving with this situation, with this person, with whatever this is. And I think that now you don't see a possibility there. You don't see things changing. And I think that you're kind of over it. I think that you haven't necessarily closed up these loose ends yet or tied up whatever this is. I don't think that you've transitioned out of this relationship or situationship yet, whatever it is, but you are energetically starting to tie up whatever this is. With this Wheel of Fortune on its side here, that's the card of Sagittarius. And that's the season that we are just moving into right now. It feels like this is a time of change for you. And I think that you're going to be really happy here soon, Scorpio. With this Four of Pentacles in the reverse, I think that, here's the thing, I think that you're kind of kicking yourself for trusting this individual as long as you have, or in some way. But I think that you have resolved yourself to the fact that this is not someone that you want to trust in any longer for whatever reason. And it's kind of like you're letting it go. All right. There's your energy with the Death card, right? And it feels like it's going to be something. This is why I was saying this is such a positive reading, even though it sounds like it's not. I think this is you finally feeling like very strong and solid in yourself, and you saying, you know what, I can totally let go of whatever this is. I can allow it to just be something that happened in the past, and I can be ready to make changes for the future. All right. Woo. Very good. I'm very, very, very excited for you. Okay. All right, so we have the Moon card that comes out here. I was gonna pull it out, and then I was like, no, I don't think so. I guess so. So the Moon is the card of Cancer, and it feels like you, I think that this is somebody that you've known for quite some time, somebody that you've experienced a lot with. Maybe you're starting to notice that whatever this relationship was, there does feel like an energy of kind of holding on to something or someone, or like hoping for a change or something in someone. Whatever this was, whatever this relationship was, it was necessary. You had to experience it because it brought up things from your past that needed healing, and so you did it. And I feel like you kind of have moved on now. These can be childhood issues, things that happened in childhood, or kind of inner child wounding sort of situations. And I have the Emperor that comes out here on its side. This is somebody who's, the Emperor is the card of Divine Masculine. It's also the card of Aries. I think this person, they brought out, and you and them brought out some challenging temperaments, like maybe arguing, fighting, or even just like things that you couldn't see eye to eye on. The power struggle between you and this individual in some way. Because there's definitely a need for control here, especially with the Magician and this Emperor that comes out on its side. And with the Seven of Cups, this was someone who was really feeling, there's an energy of gaslighting. Okay, this is somebody who and I feel like, Scorpio, this is you saying this week, like, you know, I feel like my brain was just covered up in a fog, and now all of a sudden I can kind of see how to get myself out of this situation. There's somebody with like laser focus on the future and no longer being wrapped up with whatever this is. I have the Page of Wands. There could be some kind of, oh wow, okay. Honestly, I think that while you're in the midst of whatever this situation is, Scorpio, something else is around the corner here. I think that there's some kind of energy of new love coming towards you. And I think that you don't expect it. And I think that if you haven't already met this person, I think they're right around the corner. I think it's something that challenges what you've been through here before, as far as like, do you really want to stay in that situation? There's a reconciliatory energy here that it feels like the Three of Cups can be a couple of different things, all right? And that Nine of Pentacles is important there too. But this Three of Cups, it can either be a third-party situation or it can be a reconciliation. And it can be a celebration as well. In this situation, it might be all three of those things, or one of the above. Right? You decide. But there is some kind of message that's being sent. If you haven't already gotten one, it's around the corner from somebody from your past, possibly, or someone that sparks your interest away from whatever this is that you've been in. You've already turned your back on whatever this situation is or whatever this energy is over here. And with this Nine of Pentacles, this feels like if you're not already single, you're about to be, and you can feel that coming. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles is the minor arcana of the Empress, but they are the epitome of independence, and they are typically single and in business for themselves and in alignment with just themselves. There is a real energy of fertility here, though, so just keep that in mind, Scorpio. It just really feels like someone here who's kind of had enough of one situation, and they're done waiting for it to change. And they feel like now's the time to make some kind of change in themselves. Whatever this relationship is that you've been in for a while, Scorpio, it feels like you've learned a lot from it. You were supposed to have it. And it feels like it really triggered a lot of wounds that needed healing. And it feels like you've done that. And now it feels like something else is coming in. All right, that was your reading for the week, Scorpio. Thank you so much for letting me read for you, water signs. I'm sorry I couldn't get to you last night. I'll get this posted right away. Much love to you. Mwah. See you soon.